What's going on, lads? Today, we're back with some more transfer news. Transfer news seems to bang! Every vid that I do that has transfer in the title of some kind seems to bang. Like, you lot just love transfer news, so I'm obviously gonna keep on bringing it. And this week, trust me, it's a special one. But first off, I need to let you in on something. Team of the Year isn't that far away, and I know there's a shitload of you who would love to get your hands on some free FIFA points. And guess what? Oh, I'm about to show you how. So I've basically partnered up with my guys over at AppBounty to give you lot a chance to win a load of free shit. So if you've got an Android or an iPhone, you're in luck. You basically go over to your browser, you type in appbounty.net. I will also leave a link in the description. It's then gonna bring you over to this page where you're gonna use my discount code Gonth with a capital G, make sure. It's then gonna ask you to download the application called Blue from the App Store, which you're of course gonna do. And as soon as you've done that, this is where shit gets real. Take a look at the amount of apps and games that you can download and earn points from to get free FIFA points. Basically, that's what you're aiming to do. You're gonna make sure you've set your country and region to Great Britain or America, wherever you're from, because you don't wanna get things confused. And you're basically just gonna pick an app which you fancy to download. You don't have to keep it, you don't even have to play it. You just download it and it's gonna give you free reward points. It's so simple. Now, as soon as you've tried out a few apps and downloaded a few apps, you're gonna unlock what's called tasks. And tasks is where the big shit is involved. The more time and effort that you put into this app, the more you're gonna get out of it. But now we got that out of the way, you're in for an absolute treat. Today, you're gonna witness the youngest ever footballer signing for a pro team. This is some mad shit. The dude is 13 years of age. I was playing Pokemon at 13. Let me introduce you to Karamoko Dembele. Yep, it's not this Dembele. I think it could actually be his little brother. But as you've probably worked out, I've had to use this Dembele because 13-year-olds aren't allowed on FIFA. But they might genuinely have to be changing those rules very soon because this little 13-year-old could be joining for Mancity or Chelsea very soon. Britain's most sought-after teenager, and he's already played in the Celtics under-20s team, and I'm about to show you a little clip. This little dude is not a joke, lads, trust me. He's not a player that you want to sleep on. Just because he's 13 years of age, look at the sort of shit he's pulling off in matches. No one can stop him, so they've had to, honestly, up his age group. His age bracket is obviously under 13s. No. This guy's playing in matches for the under-20s. No joke. And he's already caught the eyes of Manchester City, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund. This guy could be leaving already at the age of 13. Can you imagine being this kid's parents? You've already bought 9 houses, 15 different cars. This little kid has got a bright future, but if you do remember, so did Freddie Adu. And look what ended up happening to him. Next up for today's transfer news, we've got Roberto Firmino. Now, this one's a bit of a weird one because he's not actually going anywhere, but Liverpool have come out and said that they have activated the release clause on him for around about £82 million. And the only team that's not allowed to sign him is Arsenal. What? Why? In his release clause, in his contract, it actually says Arsenal are the only team that are not allowed to buy him out for his release clause. I have no idea why. Maybe we were in a battle to try and buy him. I don't know. But that is what's been in the news today. So Arsenal are the only team that aren't going to be able to sign this guy in the summer or in January, which sucks because he's actually a good player. And from Liverpool to Man United, we've got Memphis Depay now. Since this guy's come, he hasn't really done a whole lot. Like, everyone had such big goals and ambitions for the guy. Everyone thought he was going to be the next big thing, the next David Beckham maybe. I don't know who he was going to be the next. As you can see in today's news, Everton and Roma have targeted Memphis Depay, and it sends a message to Jose Mourinho after being left out of the Manchester United Europa League squad. This guy can't even make it in the Europa League squad. What hope have you got? It would probably be better to see him at a team like Everton because he's got so much more room for improvement. You know, he's probably guaranteed weekly football, and we get to actually see what he's about because back in the day, this guy used to tear defenders apart. And from one Man United player leaving to another, we've got Marouane Fellaini. Now, this guy is also being just a mere player. Other than elbowing people in the face, getting sent off, being aggressive and having a massive afro, Fellaini hasn't really been one of Man United's best players. And news just in yesterday is apparently West Ham are in the hunt for him. They want him in January, and Man United have actually come out. Jose Mourinho has come out and said that he's happy to let Fellaini leave in January, and he's not open to any loans. He doesn't want him to go out on loan. He wants him to either leave or try and make his way in the first starting 11, and by the looks of it, leaving could be his only option. Moving up to our midfield today, lads, we have got Isco. And I never actually knew that his name was Francisco Roman Alacaron Suarez. This guy could actually be called Suarez. Anyway, in today's news, lads, unsettled Spain star Isco admits he may have to leave Real Madrid to find success elsewhere. The talented midfielder has failed to shine at the Santiago Bernabeu over a sustained period despite winning 2 Champions League medals. I don't really watch Real Madrid play week in, week out, but you Real Madrid fans, does he start anymore? Is he sitting on the bench? Does he do anything good? Well, there we go. Isco, could he be joining the Premier League? And staying with Real Madrid midfielders, we've got James James Rodriguez. Now, this guy, I think we can all agree, has probably been one of the biggest disappointments in world transfer signing history. He signed for this big, huge, record-breaking amount. Everyone thought he was going to be the next big thing after the World Cup. He was scoring screamers like this. And from what I heard, it just never really fully happened for him. Like, he's never been like a real top goal scorer. He hasn't really scored many screamers. Does he even start? I don't think he does. And apparently, James Rodriguez's agent has held last-minute transfer talks with a Real Madrid to Chelsea move. So Rodriguez could be off to the Premier League, and I would love to see him shine. I'd love to see him try and do something, because obviously the talent's there. Real Madrid wouldn't have signed him for such a big fee if they didn't see something in him. So he's obviously got it, he just needs to unleash it. And the Premier League could be the perfect league for that. And back onto Man United, we've got Anthony Martial. Now, you Man United fans might want to look away right now, because I know a lot of you do actually like this guy, but apparently, just apparently, Martial could be on his way to PSG. I don't know if it's a loan move, I don't know if it's for an actual fee. But this was in the paper last week that Anthony Martial is wanted by PSG, but the forward answers critics with 2 goals against West Ham. So, he clearly wants to stay and prove himself, but PSG got the money. PSG come calling. Sometimes it's just too strong. If you're not starting, and you want more money, you know where to go. And it honestly does look like it's the Man United show today, because we've got another one. Like, the whole team looks like they could be leaving in January and in the summer. Because Ashley Young, whatever happened to Ashley Young? This is Ashley Young's most famous moment in a Man United shirt. Other than getting shot in the mouth by a pigeon, what else has Ashley Young done for Man United? Because he was so good for Aston Villa, like he was that guy. And then he joined Man United and it just never really happened. And the Mirror have actually come out and said Man United's Ashley Young eyes for a transfer back to Watford a decade after club record exit. That's right, Aston Villa actually managed to get 13 million back for Ashley Young in 2007, and 13 mil back in 2007 was a lot more than it is now. Like, you got dudes in the reserves that are signing for 13 mil now, but back then, Ashley Young was the guy. Everyone thought he was going to do absolute wonders for Man United, and like I said, it just never really happened. But now we're moving on to the big boys, the ones that you've all wanted to see. Starting with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Where's he going? Because I'm here in Chelsea, I'm here in Man City, but today, big news has come out. Massive news that has completely shocked the football world, because no one actually knew this until he came out and said it. It's been said that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang promised his grandfather he'd play for Real Madrid as a youngster. That says it all, really. When you make a promise to your granddad or your mum or your nan, you gotta see it out, like, you have to. That's according to Aubameyang's mum. She's come out and said, I don't know if she got paid for this, but she's actually come out and said when he was a youngster, he made a promise to his granddad that one day he would be playing for Real Madrid. And of course, this has shocked everyone. It's got Real Madrid's ears up, because they're like, this guy's one of the best, deadliest strikers in the world. He promised his granddad something. Maybe we can make it happen. But now finally we're on to our final 2, starting with Tevez, because the next one is going to completely blow your head straight off. But we're going to start with Carlos Tevez anyway. This guy apparently could be joining Gus Poyet at Shanghai Shenhua. And you know they offer big, stupid money. These Chinese clubs got too much money. Poyet has come out and said to ESPN that there's nothing to confirm yet, but it would be a pleasure to have this guy play for him. They're offering him 40 million euros a year. What the Chinese, man? Where do they get this money from? But now finally, to complete the team, every week there's a big Arsenal player that could possibly be leaving. And this week, it's our biggest one. Alexis Sanchez. He is absolutely royalty. He's gold to any Arsenal player, any Arsenal fan, any Arsenal supporter. He means a lot to us and we need to keep him. But news in the last few days, Chelsea could be lining up for an Alexis Sanchez swoop. They would love, apparently, to have him and Diego Costa up front as the perfect strike force. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the deadliest you're going to see. That would send shivers around every team in Europe's spine. Can you imagine the Sanchez and Costa link up? Now this is all just hearsay at the moment because Sanchez still hasn't signed a new contract and hopefully he's going to. But if he doesn't, apparently Sanchez could be joining Chelsea. But there we have it, lads. That is your weekly transfer news. Will Sanchez be joining Chelsea? Will a 13-year-old be joining Chelsea or Man City? Will Man United lose half their squad? We're only going to find out in January and in the summer, but it's going to be an interesting one this year, I promise you. If you have enjoyed, lads, and want to see more transfer news, please remember to leave it a thumbs up. Let's go for 10,000 likes. And as usual, lads, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll speak to you next time. Peace. To start us off with, and some say this is fake. This is back when FIFA 12 Team of the Year cards were black. Take a little look what this dude pulled off. This, some say it's fake, some say it's real. He first off gets Team of the Year Messi.